Macau needs to fix and to change and to improve themselves in. We think Macau can be a great global leader. We think Macau can actually grow internationally dramatically.
You have criticized Cao's management for being narrow-minded and the board for being rigid. What are the grounds of those criticisms, those views? And Cao also had a weak portfolios.
They have brands that are just taking away brand attention and that are losing money.
That should go. So which of Cao's brands do you believe should be divested?
Divested?
Divested.
テレ東経済ニュースアカデミー豊島晋作です。今回は花王と物言う株主の対決についてお届けしていきます。特に花王の株式を 5% 超保有しているとみられ、花王に対しさまざまな株主提案を行っている投資ファンドオアシスマネジメントのセスフィッシャー CIO 最高投資責任者への単独インタビューを中心にお届けしていきます。花王はですね、私たちが日常的に使う洗剤、アタックなどありますけれども、他にもボディーソープのビオレ、メリットなどのシャンプー、さらにですね、カネボウ、キュレル、ソフィーナなどの化粧品、あるいはさまざまなですね、産業で活用される化学製品なども扱っています。売上高は1兆6284億円。営業利益は1466億円と、まさに日本を代表する巨大企業であり、そのですね、優れた商品開発力、技術力などでも知られてきました。ただですね、今回オアシス側は花王はもはや展開するブランドが多すぎて、一つ一つに十分な経営資源が投入できていない、選択肢集中ができていない、またですね、潜在的な能力が非常に高いにもかかわらず、競合他社であるユニリーバーや P&G、ジョンソン&ジョンソンなどに比べてですね、グローバル展開も不十分だと、つまり世界で十分に稼げていないというふうに指摘しています。実際にですね、花王の海外売上高比率は2024年8月時点の花王の回答ではですね、およそ 46% となっています。つまりですね、売上の半分以上はもう日本で稼いでいるというのが実態なんですね。オアシスはですね、日本では人口減少が進みますので、やはりブランドをここから絞っていって、必要なマーケティング資源をですね、戦略的におそらく投入していって、海外の競合ブランドと戦っていくべきだと、さっき言ったような P&G ですか、ジョンソン&ジョンソンなどと戦っていくべきだと、そして実際にですね、十分に戦うことができるというふうに主張しているわけなんですね。このためオアシスはですね、かつて花王と競合する、海外ブランドで幹部などを務めた経験がある5人の人材などをですね、新たな取締役候補として提案しています。今回私はですね、フィッシャー CIO に加えて、そのうち2名の取締役候補の方々の話も聞いていますので、その模様もですね、若干お伝えしていきます。さて、一方のですね、花王ですけれども、こうしたオアシスの株主提案に対しては全て反対しています。花王としてはですね、もうすでにブランドの整理と統合はもう自分たちで行ってきたという主張でして、経営改革もすでに進めていると。そしてですね、オアシスが提案する新たな取締役候補、先ほど2人のような取締役候補、これ5人のですね、取締役候補全員がですね、これ、経験不足であり、特に4人に対しては、日本企業に関する深い理解と助言経験も不十分だと指摘し、これ、花王の取締役としてはですね、1人も受け入れないという方針です。この、オアシスの提案に対して全て反対しているということですね。はい。その代わり花王はですね、日本マクドナルドの経営トップなども務めたサラ・カサノバ氏などを新任の取締役候補としてですね、選定しているということなんですね。このように多くのブランドや事業、いわゆる事業ポートフォリオを持つ日本のですね、大企業と、選択と集中を求めるですね、海外のファンドが対決するという構図はですね、これよく見られるわけなんですけれども、今回この花王とですね、オアシスの対決もまさにそうなっているという状況です。で、今回ですね、オアシスはその自らの計画をですね、ベター花王、より強い花王というですね、改革プランとしてまとめていまして、都内のホテルなどでですね、機関投資家など多くのですね、投資家向けに、改めて説明会を開くなどして、攻勢を強めています。自分たちの主張は正しいんだと、自分たちのこのベター花王、より強い花王というその戦略パッケージ、 経営戦略パッケージで、花王は良くなるんだということを多くの投資家に説明しているわけなんですね。で、この提案をもって株主総会に臨むというスタンスですね。では果たして花王の株主たちはどちらに軍配を上げるんでしょうか。オアシスなのか、それとも現花王の経営陣なのか、どちらなのか。オアシスのセスフィッシャー CIO と取締役候補者たちへのインタビューの模様、どうぞご覧ください。
Mr. Fisher, thank you very much for joining us today. Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. So you are investing in Kao. How do you look back the past performance of Kao, and how do you look back the share prices so far?
Kao used to be, we're going back 15 years and 20 years, was a leader in actually EVA, economic value add, was a leader and has bought some incredible brands and developed incredible brands and has an incredible brand portfolio. Their performance over the last decade or more now has been extraordinarily disappointing. They have lost market share and actually have lost money in cosmetics. They're not growing at all like they should be in health and other beauty products. And so it's disappointing.
You have criticized Kao's management for being narrow-minded and the board for being rigid. What are the grounds of those criticisms, those views?
We think Kao can be a great global leader. We think Kao can actually grow internationally dramatically, can help de-risk from just simply being a domestic brand, and can be a champion in the world and compete with all the best brands out there. The brand portfolio is fantastic. It just needs enormous amount of help to grow. And so we've engaged with them. We put out a plan over a year ago to go ahead and say, hey, here's a better Kao, and here's what our vision is. We've been trying to engage with them privately. They refused to engage with us in any meaningful way. I finally had a meeting with Hasebe, the Sacho, and it was not any substance whatsoever. He tells me that 50% of the customer base is men. And I said, that can't be the case. How could that be the case? And he said, well, more men are wearing makeup than ever before. I said, I agree, but nowhere near the same number as women and nowhere near the same amount. Mm-hmm. And let's talk about this more. Let's talk about digital marketing. Let's talk about your performance there. And so he wasn't prepared to engage in any meaningful dialogue. So we went out and thought deeply about the areas that Kao needs to fix and to change and to improve themselves to be a great leading global company. And we went through 223 different profiles, interviewed 32 different candidates, and chose 5 what we think are incredible director candidates that could help supervise Kao's growth globally.
Yeah, I see. How many times did you meet the Kao management so far? And what's your impression? What are the thoughts on Kao's attitudes towards dialogue with Oasis?
They've not been at all open to dialogue. I've actually only met them. I only met Hasebe once. I met the chairman now twice, but it's been incredibly disappointing. Not genuine dialogue at all. No details, no KPIs. This is an exception to most companies we invest in Japan, the far majority. We have detailed, meaningful dialogue with them, both the senior management and then the rest of the management team of improvements to understand that we're just trying to help them grow. Mm-hmm. Their success is our success. We're just all looking for the same thing. Right? And instead, they were very closed-minded, very narrow, very narrow-minded, not interested in any genuine engagement, and really not interested in growth, unfortunately.
I think you're especially disappointed at Kao's ratio of overseas sales.
Yes. I mean, this is a company that can be a great leader in the US and in Europe, and can grow in China, and can grow in the rest of the world, and they haven't. And so it's disappointing. They've done a fantastic job in Japan, but they do a lot better job everywhere else.
So Kao has adopted a management policy that emphasizes ESG. Are you opposed to this approach?
I'm not at all opposed to ESG. No, I think to be truly sustainable, growth helps, profitability helps, margins help. That makes the business a far better business to be a long-term sustainable business. And so this is not at all inconsistent with ESG. This is ESG driven as well. Let's be a great company and bring it to more customers globally. Let's go ahead and improve our profit margins globally. Let's go ahead and make it accessible to clients globally.
Yeah. So do you believe that the Kao can generate more revenue in overseas market like Unilever, L'Oreal, and Procter & Gamble?